Hello, everyone. This evening, I'm going to share my experience, how I grew as an entrepreneur. And to talk about that, I'm going back to my biography. I do not have gift in arts, and I was never considered to be the one who is creative. I was well known to have very good organizational skills, to be very good at planning and implementing. Whenever my name was mentioned, it was like, yes, she will do everything in a perfect, organized manner. More than that, I was always known to be too patient and too kind. And these features have accompanied me for a very long time ago. And then I grew up, went further on with my studies, and I studied general psychology. People who surrounded me thought, she's the one who will become a clinical psychologist. But I didn't. I became industrial psychologist, which is nowadays is my profession. I went further on and started building my professional career. I have worked for different organizations and different business sectors and industries. And through all the time, I have always been induced with different mindsets. And what was that? I have been induced like, this is the way that we really have to implement this project. This is the way how we do things. This is the way how the organization thinks. So basically, I had to think how the organization was thinking. I had a chance to work in Latin America for a period of time, which I really enjoyed, and I learned a lot about myself. The business that I was working for was not a local business. And it has been highly influenced by the culture itself. Whenever I wanted to make a certain decision, whenever I wanted to implement a certain technique, a certain project, there was all the time this triangle. It was me with my personal values, the way I was thinking, with my skills. There was the angle of the organization, with its values, with its mindset. And again, it was the culture. All the time I had to make a certain decision, I really had to match the angles of this triangle. Another issue I've faced during my professional career, while building my professional career, was about the entrepreneurial spirit. I was always told into that the business is very tough, the market is tough. If you want to be an entrepreneur, you have to be more arrogant, and you have to deal with many, many different things. 3 years ago, I co-founded my private enterprise together with my two co-partners, a private enterprise that provides consultancy service mainly in HR in Kosovo. This was a time, if I can call it a confusion. This is a time I was reflecting on my mindsets that have been induced to me. I was reflecting on my skills. I was reflecting into that, how am I going to cope with the market? What really happens in the market? And I was having all these issues in my mind. And then there was one person who asked me a question. How do you feel like a woman in business? Wow. This question made me made me feel different, but not in a special way. I was reflecting, why would somebody ever ask me that question? Why would somebody perceive that I have to feel different just because of my gender? Or why do I have to feel inferior just because of my gender? Then during my reflection, I was thinking, perhaps gender is the challenge that you face in the market. Market does have challenges. That's sure, but gender is not. The challenge I have faced in the market was branding. And then there comes a question, what does branding mean? Well, let me tell you in this way. People know you, they know your work, they know your skills, they know your competence, but still now they want to see you through your own business. They want to see your business. You have to be known through your own business, but still you have to reflect your own values. And in the market, you have to expand on the network. So you have to be known by your own business. And this is a challenge you face at the beginning. Other than that, market is always big. No matter how small a country is, market is big. There are many things happening in the market, and there's a tendency to give you a feeling of insecurity. And today, being an entrepreneur for a few years, I have a different answer. And my answer is that entrepreneurship is just more than a sum of set of skills. Entrepreneurship is about creativity. And how come about creativity? There are clients that you meet, that you have in different industries. They have different means, they have different needs. Then there's you, that you have a certain set of skills and competence, and then you provide a service to the client. But providing a service to a client is not the main issue. It's about finding a creative way how it really in order to match your service to their needs. But again, it's not only about the service itself, but it's about the benefit that they're going to get from your own service. Being an entrepreneur, in my opinion, does not mean that you should be arrogant. And I never put effort in solving a certain insecurity with arrogance, but rather with creative means of solving the problem itself and applying divergent thinking. That's what an entrepreneur should really have and should really develop. While, as an entrepreneur, you're being asked different questions. And one of the questions I'm asked was, and still is, would you ever go back to your old job or any of their old jobs? My answer to that is no. I have gained the skills and the experience and different mindsets and different ways of thinking how the organization think. And now this is a time I do things on my own, on my way, and I just also want to continue. But that's true that daily I meet people who want to become entrepreneur. And they usually ask me, is it really necessary just to have a very good idea in order to be successful? Yes, surely. A very good idea is very important for a market and for entrepreneurship. But creating and leading your own business is just more than having the idea. It's about seeing the potential of your idea in the market. It's about matching your idea to the market needs. And it's about being creative of placing and positioning your idea into the market. And that's the key to success. Thank you.